When I saw the state of Florida, for whom is a state within the United States of America, violating the United States Constitution when it violated the Florida Constitution, and then I reported the violation of the Florida Constitution to the United States of America. And then the United States of America violated the United States Constitution. Then I defended the citizens in the state of Florida with the Florida Constitution in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. And then I defended the citizens of the United States of America in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. Then would not America now be judged by Ezekiel? Well, wouldn't Ezekiel, right, for whom is defined as, well, hold on, I gotta, Ezekiel. Now this is, he is defined as a Hebrew prophet. Now let's say Hebrew, a Semitic language of the ancient Hebrews, any of various later forms of this language, a member of or descendant from one of a group of northern Semitic people, including the Israelites. So now, so he is a part of the Israelites and a prophet of the 6th century. That's before Jesus Christ. So that's before Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee, for whom you call Jesus Christ, was when Caesar Augustus said that Jesus' father, who is Joseph, had to pay him a tax. Joseph had to go back to his father's house, was David, who was the shepherd, who became the wolf in sheep's clothing. He had to go back to his kingdom, and that's why Jesus was born in a manger. So now this is, and then it says it's a prophetic book of canonical. Let's look at canonical. Canonical is defined as relating to or forming a canon, and a canon is a regulation or dogma decreed by a church council, a provision of canon law, a usually codified law governing a church. Codified is to reduce to a code. See? Now, so that means that the church has a code because of Ezekiel. So now, wouldn't Ezekiel now be having judgment against the United States of America like Ezekiel had judgment against Jerusalem? Now this is Ezekiel 5 in the King James Version of the Bible Hub edition, verses 1 through 11. And it said, this is the judgment against Jerusalem. So if Ezekiel testified against Jerusalem before America became the United States of America, and now America identifies itself as a follower of the King James Version of the Bible, and so now would not King James, if King James was King Tommy Chancey Council Sr. of Four Councils Incorporated, be using Ezekiel to rile up his troops to do God's will? Now, so it says, and thou, son of man, and thou, so because it's Thou, son of man, take thee a sharp knife, take thee a barber's razor, and cause it to pass upon thine head and upon thy beard. Then take thee balances to weigh, and divide the hair. Thou shalt burn with fire a third part in the midst of the city, when the days of the siege are fulfilled. And thou shalt take a third part and smite about it with a knife, and a third part thou shall scatter in the wind, and I will draw out a sword after them. They shall, now so after them, and then I'm saying in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as inside of the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. But in this day of judgment, my sword was a pen. See, so now, let's see a pen. Okay. So now this is, I gotta get to what a writer, okay, now, to write, indicate, see, so they see down, a ballpoint pen, or an implement for writing or drawing with ink or a similar fluid. Implement. So let me see.
Implement.
Yeah, implement, a device used in the performance of a task. So see, back in the biblical times, they used swords because it was physical might. So what the scribes did, for whom is now the lawyers and the judges and those who tell us the law and what is legal and what is not, saw that they was the writers of our understanding. See, the scribes are copiers. So that is what you would call historians. See, so a scribe is defined as a member of a learned class in ancient Israel through New Testament times, studying the scriptures and serving as copyists, editors, teachers, and jurists. See, so that's what I'm telling you. See, jurist is defined as one having a thorough knowledge of law, especially a judge. So see, this is what I'm showing you all. Your scribes are the judges. They are the literate ones. So now, if they are the ones conveying the message, and now you see that the scribes are the most valuable people in the whole United States. They the judges. They have made themselves Supreme Court judges where they have a lifetime appointment. So see there, according to Amendment 14, that's a crime. See, this is what I'm saying. See, if sick people allow sick people to tell them that they not sick, then who gonna heal the sick person from the sick leader? See what I'm saying? Because if the scribe is deceiving you, then how are you in accordance with the law? Now this is citizenship rights. So if a judge have lifetime appointments, then you don't have no rights as a citizen, because the judge tell you what your rights are. That's not how a democracy works. See, you defend your rights, and then that sets the precedence. But if you don't have the right to defend yourself, then don't you see that the Supreme Judge or the Supreme Court is God's supreme? See what I'm saying? They are the gods that you now are underneath, and they have a lifetime appointment. Who checked them? So see, down, this it says in Amendment 1 of Amendment 14, Section 1, it says, all persons born or naturalized in the United States are subject to their jurisdiction thereof. So that means the judge is a person. See, the position is what the judge hold as a person. So now if the Supreme Court judge has a lifetime appointment, then the judge he gave himself jurisdiction. This law don't give him jurisdiction over us. See, it gives us jurisdiction over him. That's why I say we the people. It gives us the jurisdiction over him and her, because now you have women and men Supreme Court justices. So now, If they violate any part of Amendment 1, they can be removed. See, but if they give themselves a lifetime appointment, see, now somebody like me have to bring the life of their job to its end. See, not their life, they have a lifetime appointment. That means that they decide when they step down. But according to America's laws, Amendment 14, Section 1, we decide. See, it says the persons decide. See, all persons born and naturalized in the United States and subject to their jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States. So if the Supreme Court Justice is a citizen of the United States, then they are under the jurisdiction of the United States. But see, this is what I'm telling you about a scribe. See, if the scribe is the most intelligent, then you have to be as wise as the scribe, as if you would have to be as wise as the serpent, because the serpent is now the scribe, the judge. That's what I'm showing. In the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, I had to take the law from the judge. But now they don't want to take it to the Supreme Court because the Supreme Court know that I'm the supreme judge, because I am the Florida Constitution. I am any state constitution or territorial constitution in this United States and its territories, because I am a defender of all natural persons or naturalized persons. See, I'm defending my birth. So therefore I am defending all births, all human beings. See, you have to be converted to a spiritual person, a Christian, a Muslim, a Hindu. You're not born that. You're born a male or a female, and your mindset is given. Then you start identifying as. So now it says, are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. So see, they are citizens in the state. They can violate the law just like you. And once they violate the law, they are supposed to be subjected to that jurisdiction. See, but if they telling you that you can't judge them, then they telling you they're God and you have no rights. Because if you run up against them, you have no rights. See, that's why I hit them with the Declaration of Independence, because I'm saying, man, you King George III. You saying I have no rights. So now anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. So now if you the judge, you should clearly be able to come and show where you right. But see, that's when the people will see themselves as I see myself. See, and now when you see me, you see yourself, you will hear the judge violating you as he violate me. And then you will see me seeing the judge violating you when he thought he was violating me. And now I'm now putting the law in between you and the judge. See, the judge was in front of the law. That's why you couldn't see the law, you were seeing the judge. What I did is I took the law from behind the judge, put it in the middle of me and the judge. That's why it's now King Tommy Chance Council Sr. versus the state of Florida. See, because the judges in the state of Florida were standing in front of the law, and I called the law in front of the judge. Now the law, the Florida Constitution, the United States Constitution, the Florida Bill of Rights, the United States Bill of Rights, the United States Declaration of Independence, statutory law, the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Ten Commandments, the Holy Bible, and the Holy Quran is now a hedge around we the people. So now it's we the people versus the elected officials that we elected to then administer decorum. See, they supposed to be the ones that show the calmness of our democracy, but they are the chaotic part of the calmness within the chaos in our democracy. See, so when you go to the judge, they not got this power, but they are the creators of the environment that causes crimes. See, because if everybody got a right, then why would you lose that right? See, but when you don't have a right, then you have to take chances to pay for the life that you taking a chance to have. See, and in America, you are born with an opportunity to be something. But see, those who have hoarded all of America's dreams have hoarded the dreams in America. So you have to sue them for your pursuit of happiness, which I did. But my pursuit of happiness was so that my wife, my daughter, and my son can pursue happiness, because I never could. I was always told that I couldn't save my people. I couldn't be a lawyer. But now that I have done both, it's up to my people, and they have rejected me like they always did. But now I'm telling my creations, why would you reject creation itself when creation is creating you, giving you the opportunity to become what you see I could never be, no matter how great I am, because the people around me are not on my level. So when I rise by myself. And when I fall, I come back to their level. But they think I fail, but I'm saying, well, how about if I just came back, right? Now, so see, and then it says, so now no state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or amenities of citizens. See, so that means that the Supreme Court can't have no lifetime appointment, because the life of the law would be the life of their understanding of the law. So now how can the law grow if the Supreme judges tell you can't make a precedence? So if I can't make a precedence, how could Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee make his presence known if my own people think that I committed a crime and I'm not able to go to court and exonerate myself? Because the supreme judges are now revealed to be the scribes, and now the religious leaders are now revealed to be the high priests, the Pharisees, the chief priests, and the elders. And see, the judges are the scribes. See, so you have to break it down to see it. So now, or nor shall any state deprive, see, right? See, nor shall any state deprive. So when the state of Florida deprived me of my constitutional rights, it then was in violation of Amendment 14, Section 1. See, and it says no state, which the state of Florida did, deprive any person, which is me, of life, liberty, or property. See, so the state of Florida in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida violated Amendment 14, Section 1, when the state of Florida and then the United States aided and abetted the state of Florida in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 in denying King Tommy Chancey Coster Sr. of Folk Houses Incorporated, Petty Officer 3rd Class Tommy Chancey Coster Sr. of the United States Navy, Tommy Chancey Coster Sr. of Folk Houses Incorporated, President Tommy Chancey Coster Sr. of Folk Houses Incorporated, of his life, his liberty, as well as his property, without due process of law, in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, and still on September 11th in 2023 at 8:18 in the morning, the United States of America has denied citizen Tommy Chancey Coster Sr., Petty Officer 3rd Class Tommy Chancey Coster Sr., of his membership into the state of Florida, for which is the place he was originated. He was born in Halifax Hospital in Daytona Beach, Florida on January 8th in 1969 at 2:20 in the afternoon out of his mother, Queen Benita, Queen, well, that's my mother too, but Queen Dolores Yvonne Racker Castle. And, so that's my Mother Earth. See, so that's my originator. That's the earth that I came out of, that was on this earth. And then she and my father created me. I developed inside of her, and I came out of her and delivered you from the corruption that you and I were both born in. So how would you, or why would you undo something such that came through a process of birth? See, why would you deny my birth as if my truth do not speak for me, right? But so now it says, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the law. So how can you have a Supreme Court justice and be in accordance with Amendment 14, Section 1? Now you show that to me. See, so now it says, okay, so then thou shall burn with fire a third part in the midst of the city when the days of the siege are fulfilled in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. And then it says, and thou shalt take a third part and smite about it with a knife in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, and a third part thou shalt scatter in the wind on September 11th in 2023 at 8:20 in the morning. And I would draw out a sword after them in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida, as well as in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, and jails and prisons all over the world. That thou shalt also take thereof a few in number, which when I took the Florida Constitution, the United States Constitution, the Florida Bill of Rights, the United States Bill of Rights, the United States Declaration of Independence, statutory law, and the Civil Rights Act of 1964, and bind them in thy skirts. So let's see, skirts. So let's see what that is, because I don't have no skirts. So, hold on, let me make sure I'm saying that right.
Skirt.
Damn, I would. Oh, excuse me. I ain't got no skirt, but let me see. Let me see what's going on. A free hanging part of an outer garment or undergarment extending from the waist down. See, but back in the day, they didn't cover their genitals. You know, they still walk with like, well, what we would call it, what you call it? I mean, a whole, it looked like a skirt. I mean, you know, but not a skirt, you know, but I don't know, you know what I'm talking about. A separate free hanging outer garment or undergarment usually worn by women and girls, covering some or all of the body from the waist down. Either two, usually leather straps on a saddle covering the bars of which the strapping or stirrups are hung. So, I mean, a rim, let me see, man, I'm trying to find something that I can agree with. Oh, okay, to form a run along the border or edge of, so, you know, to furnish a border or shield for. So now I can deal with that, because that would be the Florida Constitution, the United States Constitution, the Florida Bill of Rights. See, like the words itself would be a skirt. That's a garment that I'm wearing. See what I'm saying? So now I can get down with that. So I'm gonna leave that there on that. So we with the skirt, because we getting kind of deep up in this here. So then it say, then take of them again and cast them into the midst of the fire in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, and then on September 11th in 2023 at 8:23 in the morning. And burn them in the fire, for thereof shall a fire come forth into all the house of Israel, in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. See, that's when the flicker became an inferno. You see what I'm saying? See, they had me in there, and I was just a small little old burn, right? They could have put me out, gave me back my money, but they took me through hell, and my flicker became an inferno. See, which is a place or a state that resembles or suggests as hell. See, and hell is a neither, not, so this is, let me see what that. Nether is situated down or below, is what is situated or believed to be situated beneath the earth's surface. So that's nether. Okay. A nether world in which the dead continue to exist. So after I defeated Satan and the spirit of evil in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, the evil continues to this day, September 11th in 2023 at 8:25 in the morning. See, because evil is never going to reveal the defeat of itself. So that's why I must testify to my victory. But see, that's when the devil's angels say, well, if you won, then you should be all right. See, because they working for the devil's prosperity. See, that's why they take money over knowledge. See, but prudent people spend money to gain knowledge. But what the devil has done, because he's prudent too, or she or they, is cunning and wise. What they did is they levied a tax on knowledge that can't be removed. See, you can't file bankruptcy to remove the debt from the knowledge that you spent money on, because they can't repossess the knowledge that you consume mentally. So they keep the debt to keep you indebted. So see, once I saw the game, I freed the minds of the deceived. See, that's why I was telling my friend that they taught you ignorance intelligently. So what I did was I emancipated your intelligence from the illegal debt that was placed on you. But see, you don't understand because you don't want to admit that you have been taken for a ride. But listen to him. It doesn't matter what you want, but it is what it is. So now, thus saith the Lord God, this is Jerusalem. As I now say, this is the state of Florida, as well as the United States of America and its territories. I have set it in the midst of nations and countries that are round about her. And she has changed my judgments into wickedness more than the nations, and my statutes more than the countries that are round about her. For they have refused my judgments and my statutes in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. And still to this day of September 11th in 2023 at 8:27 in the morning. And and they have not walked in them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, because ye multiply more than nations that are round about you, and have not walked in my statutes, neither have kept my judgments, neither have done according to the judgments of the nations that are round about you. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I, even I, am against thee, and will execute judgments in the midst of thee, in the sight of the nations, in the civil and criminal courthouses, in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. See, that is when I introduced my God to all of the nations around the United States of America and its allies. See, that's when I came out of the midst of the rubble, and I then established my religion as I established my reign in accordance with the words that govern me. See, so now it says, now see, in the midst of thee, in the sight of the nations, and I will do in thee that which I have not done. So that means when you Christians say that it's nothing new under the sun, that's not true according to Ezekiel. See, this is new, because it say, and I will do in thee that which I have not done, and whereunto I will not do any more the like, because of all thine abominations. See, now, I don't have to judge no more nations because of the abominations of the state of Florida and the United States of America, for which I charged and sentenced them for in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. See, now there's nothing else but the investigation. And now those who are supposed to be the sons of Levi are now supposed to be doing the investigation so that we can have peace in the Exodus. See, you done created golden calves for which you now call churches, temples, synagogues, and mosques. And then you masquerade as educators in schools, colleges, and universities, but none of you all can come to court with a common man. But am I common or am I divine? See, that's the problem. But I'm saying I'm divine and you can't take me to court. So how are you wise beyond measure? And I have measured your wisdom, and your wisdom is short from wise. So now it says, therefore the fathers shall eat the sons in the midst of thee, and the sons shall eat their fathers, and I will execute judgment in thee, and the whole remnants of thee will I scatter into all of the winds, in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, as well as on September 11th in 2023 at 8:31 in the morning. Wherefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, surely, because thou hast defiled my sanctuary. See, that's my house. See, look, sanctuary. See, you came into my house, now I'm in yours. See, now I don't want to, damn. Man, they don't even want to deny it. I guess I'm doing too good now, but they don't want to let me get to the computer. See, that's what I'm telling y'all about these computers. Man, I wouldn't even deal with these things if I ain't have to, because I know what they doing. They make you look crazy, man. You be trying to look up something, and now they'll make it seem like you don't know what's happening. See? But hey, it's all good, because like I say, I know what you're doing. Now, sanctuary, right? This the ancient Hebrew temple at Jerusalem, or its holy of holies. See, a consecrated place, the most sacred place of religious building. See, so my home is my sanctuary. That's my place of refuge. And when Satan came into my sanctuary, I went into the judgment hall, and I then made a permanent place of residence when I set a precedence and became case law. See, so I am case law in in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida. Now, case law is defined as law established by judicial decisions in cases. So all of the cases that the state of Florida illegally put on me, I had refuted every one. I rebutted every case. And then I established myself as a judicial decision. See, it's the act or process of deciding. See, I decided the case when I gave my rebuttal to their false claims. So now the state of Florida must answer to those false claims. So now it says, surely because thou hast defiled my sanctuary with all their detestable things, and with all thy abominations, therefore will I also diminish thee in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, as well as on September 11th in 2023 at 8:34 in the morning. See, you have been diminished. The state of Florida, the United States of America, you have been religiously diminished according to Ezekiel. And King James, who seconded Ezekiel when he had the King James Version penned. See, this is his version of his kingdom's fall or his kingdom's rise, however you want to see it. And so these detestable things. Now let's go detestable. Man, we getting a little long here, but I'm trying to teach you something. So, okay, detestable. Arousing or meriting intense dislike. So it's you don't like something and you really don't like it. So those are the things, like y'all don't like me. See, those who hate me deeply. Those who love me deeply. Those who are confused are deeply confused. So that's why I tell people, I am so shallow, but yet I am so deep. I am so deep, but yet I am so shallow. Because I have to meet you where you at. So if you deep, I have to be 1 degree deeper than you. And if you shallow, I have to be 1 degree less shallow than you. See? So I have to be shallow and deep. But you can't be as deep as you are shallow. But I can be as shallow as I need to be. And I can be as deep as I need to be. So therefore, that means I can be in the middle of everything because I can understand the depths in it as well as the shadowness of it. But anyway, neither shall mine eyes spare, neither will I have any pity in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, or prisons all over the world, because I showed love in the darkness inside of the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. And then I showed love in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. And then somebody killed my son and I had went to a funeral. And I still don't understand that scene. But now I understand the punishment that's going to come from that scene. And so now I am telling you on September 11th, 2023 at 8:37 in the morning, that if you kill my son, I'm going to wage a divine war against you for eternity.